I just knew we had to start with the title theme here. Instant nostalgia. At one point in time, the Mr. Bean franchise and the character itself was so successful that it even had its own TV show. If you ever had a good childhood like me, you've probably seen at least a few of these. If like me though, you watched all of these. Multiple times even. So that's why today we're going to be ranking every single Mr. Bean episode. All 130 episodes. Each being a minute as long. I don't know how I'm gonna turn out at the end, but we'll just have to wait and see. So sit back, relax, get a cup of popcorn, and let's dive in as we rank every single Mr. Bean episode. Okay, this is gonna be hard, but I gotta list every single episode of Mr. Bean that we're gonna rank today. It's like a marathon. I'm gonna have to sit down for this. Okay, here we go. The episodes we'll be ranking today are In the Wild, Missing Teddy, Artful Bean, The Fly, No Parking, Bean's Bounty, Mind Game, Spring Clean, No Pets, Ray of Sunshine, Birthday Bear, The Mole, Roadworks, The Sofa, Nurse, Dead Cat, Gadget Kid, The Visitor, Royal Bean, Young Bean, Goldfish, Inventor, Car Trouble, Restaurant, Hot Day, Wanted, Big TV, Keyboard Capers, Camping, Jokes Away, Super Trolley, Magpie, Cat Sitting, The Bottle, Art Thief, Scaredy Bean, Bean in Love, Double Trouble, Hopping Mad, Grand Invitation, Royal Makeover, Super Mario, A Running Battle, Egg and Bean, Haircut, Neighborly Bean, The Ball, Toothache, In the Pink, There for Two, Treasure, Hunt, Homeless. Oh my god, that was a mouthful for season 1. Okay, I need to get on the any percent speed run category right now. Come on, I'm losing time. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Home movie, Fish Sitting, The Cruise, Coconut Shy, Green Bean, Cast Machine, Little Bugs, Rat Trap, Valentine's Bean, All You Can Eat, Flat Pack, Holiday for Teddy, The Newspaper, Viral Beans, Super Spy, Scout Beans, Back to School, Lord Bean, Car Wars, Wedding Day, Bean Phone, Hotel Bean, Jurassic Bean, Carrying Bean, Upper Bean, Taxi Bean, Muscle Bean, that's a lot of bean, A New Friend, The Lift, Dig This, Being Hypnotized, Car Wash, Where'd You Get That Cat? Bible Lessons, Halloween, Bean Painting, Wrestle Bean, Rare Bird, Bean Safari, A Round of Golf, Superhero Bean, What a Load of Rubbish, The Robot, Ice Cream, Birthday Party in the Garden, A Magic Day Out, Bowl Pool, Pizza Bean, The Photographer, Dancing Bean, Shopping Bean. Okay, I'm pumped for season 3. Here we go, last season. Oh, game over! Special delivery, A Dog's Life, A Big Stain, Birthday Brother, Bed Bean, Spa Day, Charity Bean, Bean Encounter, Mobile Home, Haunted House, Edwa Bean, Running on Empty, Bean Bug, Coffee Bean, The Big Freeze, Scrapper Cleans Up, Coach Strip, Save That Tree, For Sale, Jumpy Bean, Cat Cow, Stick It In, Be at the Museum, Car for Raymond, Trophy Bean! Wait, why is this still... That's done. Now, it's time to find out if we really enjoy Mr. Bean or if our hearts will come out not so keen. I don't know what that means. I just wanted to rhyme. Hello, I'm now coming to you from my computer. If you don't know how a tier list works, basically there's 5 tiers. S, A, B, C, D, and F. S being the best and F the worst and everything in between. And today we're going to be ranking all of this on this tier list. This is my first ever time doing this, and I'm still kind of a beginner. So I'm going to explain, kind of like talk about and explain the episodes while I place on my. If you watched any of these episodes, you can visualize what they are. Also, yay, I got Hypixel to work, finally. Okay, and okay. First of all, let's start with the very first episode, In the Wild. What the hell? Okay, I agree. Okay, let's start with the first episode, In the Wild. There's a few things you got to note here. One, wait, is there music? Okay, yes. Okay. One, the animation. This show came out in 2002, so the animation is very primitive. But I love the animation for these episodes, and that one is no obsession. As you can see, here's my new skin. Ugh. As you can see, here's my new skin. But anyways, in this episode, Mr. Bean watches a documentary about nature, and he wants to take pictures of nature. That goes horribly wrong. He gets mauled. He almost gets mauled by some dogs at the very end. This episode gives us a pretty good first impression of who Mr. Bean is. He's more of a man-child. He's actually more of a man-child than a person that has brain damage, unlike in the live-action series. I feel like this is a pretty good first impression. So, this series is going to be super dangerous because I got to play Bed Wars while ranking these episodes. But anyways, for our first impression, I'll give it an A tier. Next up, we barely got to see Teddy in the original live-action series, so getting an episode all about him is quite the treat. In this episode, there's these robbers that will be a reoccurring character in the series, and they steal Teddy and a bunch of other teddy bears, and they resell them. Mr. Bean, steals their truck, I guess, and gives all of the teddy bears back to the kids, and also gets his teddy back. We barely got to see Teddy in the original series. So having a much bigger focus on him is way cooler. He gets a way bigger focus in the live action TV series. I mean, in this series, not the live action TV series, he barely appears in live action. So, with that, I'll give this also an A tier. As you can see, the images here are based on the Netflix profile pictures for each of these episodes. Next up, what's the next episode? Oh yeah, Artful Bean. Mr. Bean wants to sell these paintings. I'll see some paintings, but he has to. So he ends up making a painting of himself. This episode is pretty. This episode is pretty decent. Not much not much here, but I really like the concept. Still, I feel like I've been giving a lot of A tiers a lot, so let's give this our first E. In The Fly, a fly interrupts Mr. Bean's sleep. This is the first episode we get introduced to Mrs. Wicked. At first, I thought she was Mr. Bean's a mom, as we'll see in Young Bean. However, in the description, in the Netflix description for the episode Dead Cat, Netflix description for the episode Young Cat, it says Mrs. Wicked is Mr. Bean's neighbor. So whichever one of the two, I agree on. But we don't know what these two are. Rusty McDonald. Also, if I start coughing a lot and my voice sounds a bit scratchy, I am sick, so please forgive me. If we can really see the dynamic of Mrs. Wicked here. Not really. We do get a good first impression on her, though. She's this old woman who just wants some peace and quiet and watching her oh. She's just this woman who wants to just have peace and quiet and watching her wrestling shows. Yeah, this episode's a bit lackluster, but I'll give it a B. No parking. I didn't really understand this episode. Basically, Mr. Bean has to find stuff to park, and the next few minutes is him torturing cars. It is fun, but I just don't really get it. I'm sorry, C tier. This episode, it's basically Mr. Bean just oh cool. Yeah, that's B. So where was I? Oh yeah. So this next episode is just about Mr. Bean finding treasure, and the robbers here are again. They try stealing the treasure, but Mr. Bean, yeah. I mean, okay, it's a cool concept, but not my cup of tea. Mime games. I always used to like mime episodes, but this one, well, let's see. mind keeps interrupting Mr. Bean, so they try having fun together, and it's very hilarious just seeing the ways Mr. Bean can torture this mime, like not giving him any food. I mean that is the normal stuff, but I think he's a dog. But he makes the mime think it's a dog. It starts chasing balls. So so yeah, this is a very fun episode. There's some very good jokes here, and it's some pretty good jokes. So we're going to rank this in A. Spring Clean is also a very good episode. Mr. Bean has to do some spring cleaning, and that goes horribly wrong. I like the jokes here, and I like the concept how you can turn spring cleaning into fun. I mean, spring cleaning is like you can turn spring cleaning into like comedy gold when you really think about it. And I'm not gonna give more anymore for what the hell. Okay, a quick moment of silence for Too Bold. Steer. And yes, I am biased a bit. This episode, oh, it's no pets. Basically, I did not get this episode. I do not remember anything of it and did not find it that funny. I think I remember Mr. Bean adopts a pet and Mrs. Wicked doesn't like that. Very lackluster. I know I'm biased, but very lackluster. I do not remember anything from this episode. So, but I did like the chameleon at the end. He's basically fetching and nothing catches it. The stick's just blocking myself. But Empress, this episode's just I don't like this episode. It feels very lackluster. I don't know why, but it does. So this episode needs to go down. And it's going down, alright. All the way down to our very first F tier. Man, first one always feels so good. Okay, let's keep going. In Ray of Sunshine, Mr. Bean has to, yeah. Oh yeah, Mr. Bean has to just chases around this ray of sunshine, and honestly, it's very fun watching him do so. These vertical slaps. But either than that, not much. It is a very good episode, but I'll give it a B. I think this is Birthday Bear. So yeah, in Birthday Bear, Mr. Bean throws a like birthday party for Teddy. This is when we get introduced to Mr. Bean's um girlfriend in quotations, Irma, and their relationship is pretty rough. I do not remember anything for this episode. I'm sorry. Mole, A tier. Seeing Mr. Bean get the mole in various ways, it just cracks me up. I love this episode. Okay, gotta make sure no one's around so I can snatch those emeralds. Pickle monster. Did I just say that I'm the pickle monster? I meant to say something like tickle monster, not pickle monster. Ring around the rosy. Oh no, it's a 1v. So, and I'm dead. So yeah, A tier. Road works. I really like seeing Mr. Bean confuse those workers in many different ways. Other than that, not much. I'll give it a B. Same for Sofa. I do not remember anything of it, and I don't remember anything of this one. Dead Cat. Oh, I think I know this one. Basically, Mr. Bean throws away Mrs. Wicked's cat, Scrapper, on accident, and he needs to find a new cat, and he paints the color Scrapper, and that goes horribly wrong. So, yeah, he gets beat up. I'll give it B. Don't remember anything from this episode. Oh yeah, I do. It's a B. Sorry, but I'm not biased on Japanese people. I love Japanese people. I'm just saying, I do not remember anything from this episode. And just felt kind of like a slog. The visitor, same for the visitor. It's very lame. I do not know what this episode is. Maybe I'll check the Netflix listing later. Okay, 20 more seconds. I'll check the Netflix listing to see what episode this is. Huh? Wait. I know what to do. I'll check the footage for the marathon clip. Hmm. Royal Bean. I do not remember anything from this episode. So that means going down. I'm going a lot of timber. It's going down to F tier. Oh boy, Young Bean. This episode just confuses me. Not because of the actual episode. The actual episode's very good. I'm gonna put it in S tier, biased, but yeah, see Mr. Bean's childhood is very cool. But Mrs. Wicked, the Mr. Bean's mom is Mrs. Wicked. Or is that not Mr. Bean's mom and is that someone else who's taking care of them? Did Mr. Bean's mom abandon Mr. Bean? So that's sad. Otherwise, we do see the backstory of Scrapper though. And remember the blue car from the live action series and how Mr. Bean loves to torture that car? Same here. And also in the flashback there's a baby blue car and that's into that too. I'm biased. Now, as for these next few thumbnails, I have no idea what they are, so I'm going to check the marathon. Next one is goldfish. Mr. Bean gets a goldfish. Oh, Mr. Bean tries training a goldfish. Do not remember anything from this episode. Inventor. I hate this episode. Car trouble? I do not remember anything from this episode. I love to put it higher, but sorry, I don't remember anything from it. Restaurant. Oh, I think I know what this is going. Uh, so in restaurant, there's this new celebrity in town that Mr. Bean has a trashy crush on, and after doing some weird stuff, and after things go horribly wrong at a restaurant, she gets a kiss from him. I think I remember watching this episode when I was like 6 or 7 years old. No, I'm not even trying to do a 6, 7 joke. Okay, actually, it's 7 or 8. I did not start watching Mr. Bean until. If I landed on that pool, then I would have been so happy. Oh, cool. Where was I? Huh? Well, the guy's not even trying. He just hit me once. Come on. So yeah, I very like this episode. Hot date. Mr. Bean forgets his is on a date with Irma, but he forgets his wallet. I do not remember anything from this episode, but I do imagine it being very good. You tell me in the comments. So, the this one goes an A. Basically wanted a criminal dresses as Mr. Bean so he can get away from prison. I really like this episode. shows us like Mr. Bean has actually a fun time in prison, which is the last thing you, which is the first thing you'd expect from him. Mm, I irony. I caused you to get irony. It's this. Okay. Uh, it's a. I don't know. I mean, final kill. It's a 1v2. An iron sword. It's the last thing I want. Oh, never mind. It's not a. There's still a lot more people left. Can I do like a critical hit, like the mace? Is there some kind of mace code? Okay, we made it onto this. And we need to do a critical hit. Critical hit. Critical hit. We need to find someone. While we're here spying on people, Big TV, I remember liking this episode, but now not much. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Where's the Where's the red guy? Okay, anyways. In Keyboard Capers, Mr. Bean buys a piano and he learns how to play it. It's cool seeing the end, but this episode's just lackluster. I don't remember anything from this episode. Jokes away. Jokes away. Do not remember anything from this episode as well. Magpie? What even is magpie? I think I like this episode. Do not remember much, but I think I had a fun time. I swear I just saw someone in front of me. Okay, come on. Go. Critical hit. I see something. Okay. Run, 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 run. This guy has nothing but his fist and one sword. How am I taking a lot of damage? I think I'm just bad at spam clicking. Yeah. Uh, the bottle. Do not remember anything from this episode. RP, I like this episode. Okay, not S, but A. A is very good. It is very good. Basically, Mr. Bean finds Mr. Bean. Well, someone steals art. Mr. Bean goes to a museum. Someone steals his artwork. Mr. Bean gets retreated, only for it to be the wrong painting, and the ending is like very good. Very good episode. I recommend it. Same as recommended. Same as Scary Bean. Bean in Love. Oh, so that's the episode where I was talking about. Double Trouble. They recreate the original 1995 intro. You got to give it S tier. And not even biased, just wow. That reference, bro. So freaking good. Okay, maybe I am biased. Hopping mad. Mr. Bean. A frog comes into Mr. Bean's house. He lays some eggs, and I'm not gonna lie, this episode is just very lackluster. Grand invent. So it's just very lackluster. I'll give it a C. A Grand Invitation, F tier. What is this episode even about? Like, this is the Netflix description for it. Mr. Bean saves a dog, question mark. Even Netflix is confused on what this episode's about. But does he save a dog? Does he get invited to a royal party? I do not get it. A royal makeover is better. I don't get it. Just, ugh. Super Mario. I mean, I liked it. Mr. Bean has to grow this fruit, and he has to stop his neighbors from stealing it. Very good episode. 18. Shane has a running battle. This haircut, this was a bit lackluster. Neighborly Bean, the ball, toothache goes in B. This, C, this goes in C. This, A, this, A, this, A. Okay, we're done with season 1. So my original plan was to make, like, each a season has its own tier list and a combined one. But I figured I'm too lazy to do that. I'm gonna rank every single episode. So the main difference in season 2 is the new art style. Like, look at this. Their style has completely changed, and it just makes the intro look more ugly, I guess. Yeah, it just makes it feel more ugly. And a bit more lifeless, but hey, they made new intro music and they also had added way more dialogue. There's like, you don't expect like dialogue in a few episodes. No, you expect dialogue in every episode, even when there should be, in my opinion. In Home Movie, Mr. Bean makes a movie, a horror movie. I really like this episode, especially the end. Cat sitting, no, fish sitting. This was for lackluster. I like this episode. See Mr. Bean get stranded on an island. This green bean. Oh, I could talk about this episode all day. So here you go. This is me. This is green bean. It might sound about the environment, but no. This is the episode. Mr. Bean, it's a cold winter day, and Mr. Bean has a bunch of electricity. Mrs. Wicked is mad because Mr. Bean is using a bunch of electricity, which causes a bunch of electricity bill. So she shuts off his electricity and hides the key in her neck. I'm guessing. Mr. Bean tries to get electricity back. He tries a windmill. However, in order to light a sail, the wind sail thingy, or I think sail testing, he gets Mrs. Wicked's underwear and just ties it on a rope. That sounds like something Mr. Bean would do. Then his next plan is to get Scrapper and a mouse, so Scrapper can chase the mouse on this wheel to spin an electricity. But that gets shut off after Mrs. Wicked is very mad at Mr. Bean for using Scrapper in a unconventional way. Then he tries the windmill thing again, and with a bunch of outlets, and it actually works. Except there's a windstorm. There's a giant windstorm. So the electricity goes overboard. Yes, I'm very bad at bed words. So the electricity goes berserk. That causes Mrs. Wicked hair to burn since she was making her hair earlier. She goes to the hospital. Mr. Bean gets the key, and he has electricity back. I love this episode. It's just very fun. That no scene with the bird trying to get the water. Cinema. It's absolute cinema. And I'm not used to that meme. Yep. Call me biased. But I don't think so. S tier. Cash Machine, also S tier. Mr. Bean in Cash Machine, Mr. Bean tries to get money, but he enters in his PIN and his card gets stuck. So he goes inside the ATM to inside the bank to get his card back, and then he realizes that that the ID written on the paper was upside down in classic Mr. Bean idiot fashion. So yeah, S tier. Uh, why did I try to buy multiple iron swords? Let's see what else. After that is litter bugs. Mr. Bean has to collect a bunch of trash, and again, like a bunch of others from season one, a lot from season one, I do not remember anything from this episode. Do imagine it's fun though, so I'll be nice and put it in A tier. Also, I messed up the screenshot. Rat Trap also gets A tier. In Valentine's Bean, Mr. Bean is fighting over. Irma has this new crushy and a librarian. Oh, she's growing up and I'm proud of her. I should be saying that to Mr. Bean so he doesn't just. Okay, so he tried. It's Valentine's Day and she has this crush. They fight for life. Eventually, she accepts him, and Mr. Bean finds a dinosaur in the trash at the very end, and he's happy anyway. Uh, they could have done more, but I do like the. Where did I put that? I think it went in A tier. Oh, it went in C. I think that uh, and that's why it's very dangerous. And that's why this video is very dangerous to do a tier list. It's very dangerous to do a tier list and Bed Wars at the same time. Because you could get killed very, 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 very easily. Okay. It's 3 people. Ah! In All You Can Eat, Mr. Bean has to prepare a dinner. He goes to the grocery store. He wins some pie. I think this episode could have done more. It's just dinner for 2. But I think of it. This episode is. Oh, it's that one episode where Mr. Bean. Oh, he gets a new shelf, but he's missing a screw. So he breaks into the shelf store in the middle of the night to get a screw. In classic Mr. Bean fashion, he gets away. In classic Mr. Bean fashion, I mean, he gets away, but in classic Mr. Bean fashion, the screw was just in the couch. So now the cops are looking after him. Just kidding. Although I do wish that would happen. A tier. There's so many A tiers. Look at this. It's 3 blocks tall. Minecraft blocks. Okay. Next episode is Holiday for Teddy. Mr. Bean goes on this holiday, but there's this girl who really wants to play with Teddy. Oh, thank you. There's this girl who really wants to play with Teddy. Oh, that guy's a diamond sword. Run, run, run. Mr. Bean. There's this girl who really wants to play with Teddy. Mr. Bean doesn't like that. So he goes. So the next few minutes is just them, and it's just her and the girl fighting over a stupid teddy bear. Classic Mr. Bean fashion, showing that Mr. Bean that that he loves Teddy more than anything in the world. Except probably Irma. Okay, probably he likes Teddy more than Irma. Hey, if you like Teddy so much, why don't you marry her? Well, you see, Mr. Bean, my ideas are better than yours. And you think you've done something very right. Well, I think so. So that's why I'm gonna be nice to you and put this episode 8 here. In this episode, in the newspaper, in the newspaper, Mr. Bean. Uh-oh. Okay, don't need sword. I need blocks. No sword. No, it's blocks. I need blocks. Go up, up, and away. Oh. Uh, 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 uh. I'm safe. I'm safe. I'm safe. Anyways, in the newspaper, Mr. Bean tries to get the newspaper, but something keeps stealing it. Tries everything he can, only to realize that a bunch of squirrels are stealing it and tearing it up. Did you see that emoji? Okay. Next is Viral Bean. Basically, do you know that one Garfield episode where John gets viral after Garfield posts a bunch of videos of him and his epic fails? Well, it's that. Mr. Bean records himself. He accidentally gets kicked out and accidentally continues recording. So, so he accidentally uploads the video, which goes viral. So everyone now loves him. Except, spoiler alert, that's a dream. And Mr. Bean actually uploaded a very lame video with only 2 views. But in the dream, that the funny video got like 375 million views. That's like how many. No video has that many amount of views. Wait, how many videos did the Discord loot box video get? Because that was the dumbest April joke of all time. 18. Oh, actually, I've seen this idea done too many times before. In Super Spy, oh, this episode is very hilarious because it's just classic Mr. Bean fashion of him thinking something, and then he gets in trouble for it. Basically, Mr. Bean buys his Super Spy kit so he can now be a spy. He realizes that his neighbors are up to no good. He realizes there's a bunch of like scheme papers. Oh, there's a bunch of like scheme papers. I'm guessing scheme papers. Why am I so nonchalant? There's a bunch of scheme. There's like a scheme plan. They get money from the bank. They get jewelry, which I'm guessing Mr. Bean is. Which for Mr. Bean, I'm guessing he thinks he's stealing. They're stealing it. Then Mr. B sees someone, the neighbor's mom getting pushed into the back of his truck, and Mr. Bean decides to show the evidence to the cops. But actually, it was just a birthday party. And when the cops pull up on them, Mr. Bean is like very confused, and then it snaps. This is just classic Mr. Bean fashion. It reminds me of the first episode of the Mr. Bean live action TV series. In that episode, Mr. Bean goes to school. In part one of that episode, because it's split to 2 parts for some reason. Anyways, in that episode, in one part, in the first plot, it's split into 3 plots. So yeah, In the first plot, Mr. Bean has to take an exam in school. He does. He's running for trigonometry, and his classmate is running for calculus. He accidentally does the calculus thing and forgets that he's actually trigonometry, and he ends up doing and he was doing the wrong paper the entire time. That's what I mean by classic Mr. Bean fashion of him thinking something otherwise. Oh my god, I almost just died there. Ah, I'm in a disaster here. Okay, this is going to be very, very, very dangerous. Need to make it up to here. Okay. Here. Phew. That was a close call. In Scout Bean, Mr. Bean is the Scoutmaster, and I didn't actually. And yeah, a bit lackluster. Back to school gets an A tier. In Back to School, Mr. Bean runs out decides to get a job as a teacher. Decides to get like a temporary job as a teacher. A temporary job as a teacher. But that goes horribly wrong. But he can't get the students to listen. So after some manipulation, mostly making ice cream for them, they get them to pay attention, and they disobey the new a guy and Mr. Bean, like, oh, regeneration forever. Yeah, come at me, come at me. Oh, and la 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 la. Come on, come on, come on. Diamond generators upgraded in tier 3. Come on, get at it, get at it. Come. Okay, I shouldn't have done. Okay, I shouldn't be so cocky. Okay, but anyways, I really like this episode. This whole mess started after Mr. Bean went out to buy some milk. We all know that when you buy milk, you're never coming home. That's what happens if you're. Lock, I don't need a bed. What? What? Oh, okay. Got an achievement. Think it's for surviving like this match. Where's the guy? Oh, he's right there. He's right there. That's my teammate. Where's my teammate? It's a 2v4. That's the pro, my god. It's a 2v4. We're dead. We're so dead. We're dead. We're dead. We're dead. Hello. Welcome to another episode of talking about episodes that give unnecessary lore to the show, to their show, or simply the lore show. We're in for a wild ride today as we look at the episode Young Bean from the classic animated TV series Mr. Bean. In this episode, Mr. Bean thinks he's a descendant from royalty. Honestly, I cannot blame him. The picture looks exactly like young Bean. So he drives up to Scotland, where the castle is, and even the people living inside it thinks he's actually Lord Bane. After that, Mr. Bane has after that, Mr. Bean has a lot of bills to pay. It all goes horribly right. It all goes horribly right. And then he learns. And then he learns. He sees another, the real Lord Bean that's been stuck in that castle for several years. So they make it up. They have Bean gets kicked out after thinking he's an imposter. And to be fair, this episode is actually pretty good compared to the other ones I've seen. Because this episode is quite good, I'll put this episode in B tier. Bay for Bay. Now, if you excuse me, I have to cover this in Bubble Guppies episode where Molly gets a baby. In the episode Car Wars, not to be confused with Star Wars, we get a much bigger focus on the blue car. They fight, they drive around each other, and they have to make it up to the side. And they have to make it up. No, and they make it to a landfill when Mr. Bean's car. Why am I speaking British? Mr. Bean's car gets crushed into a bunch of metal and scrap in a cube. Mr. Bean gets his car fixed, only to find out the several bills he has to pay. This episode is pretty good. It's nothing incredible, but also nothing good. Yes, this episode is good, but it's really just that driving around. No real action takes place in, except for the somewhat tense shots of the blue car. So I'll put this also in B. In Wedding Day, it's Irma's birthday, and Mr. Bean, of course, has to prepare. But he sees a couple's car crash, so they can't make it to their wedding. Mr. Bean feels bad. Ooh, glowing sack. How did I get that? Mr. Bean feels bad for them, so he offers to give them a ride. After that, they have to make it to their wedding, but Irma sees this and thinks that he has married another woman. They go through a bunch of troubles, only for them to land and go to the wedding, and a bunch of people have both the actual groom and Irma are there, and they're angry. After that, the wedding goes on and the episode ends. Yeah, it's fine. Nothing too incredible, but also nothing great either. You may be wondering why I'm getting iron right now and trying to craft buckets. I probably need buckets. Let me just retreat. So yeah, if you ask me, this iron can be used for shields. So yeah, if you ask me, this episode isn't that great. I'll put it in C tier. What episode is this? Can I pull up Netflix listing right now? No, I cannot. I don't remember what episode this is, but I think it's good. Oh, Hotel Beam. All of these episodes have Bean in the end. So in Hotel Bean, a Japanese couple comes to Mr. Bean's apartment, thinking it's some fancy hotel. Mr. Bean sees the possibility in this and decides to give them a stay in order to make money. Eventually, the couple leave, but they miss the charm of Bean, so they come back. This episode just makes me think on how bad Mr. Bean can have an impact, but at the same time, a good one. So yeah, this episode isn't incredible or anything, but it's pretty solid. So I'll give it an A. And expect a lot of A's from here. In Jurassic Bean, Mr. Bean takes pictures of nature. Again, only for him to see a giant T-Rex is coming after him. Only for it to be a robot and Mr. Bean saying that they're filming a movie. It's nothing but just that. So, and I don't remember anything else from the episode from that. So, yeah. Remember when I said expect a lot of A tiers? I lied. I think this is Caring Bean. Unpin. Yeah, unpin. I think this is Caring Bean. I don't remember anything for this episode, but I do imagine it's good. This one, I forgot what it. Oh, it's Opera Bean. In Opera Bean, a Bean and of course Irma are going to an opera show, However, Mr. Bean's clothes are filthy, so after not wanting to suffer through 24 hours of cleaning, he tries to break it in. He breaks into backstage where he gets where he's confused as the star of the show. That's I'll just call the singer Mrs. Pink. So Bean's is confused to be Mrs. Pink. He does a great performance. Everyone likes him, and but the security guards sure don't. It's some wacky hijinks, nothing too incredible, but I'll give it a B. Same for Taxi Bean. It is pretty cool seeing Bean and as he will like drive around people to their destinations for profit. He comes up with some good ideas sometimes. So yeah. Next up, we have um it's Muscle Bean. So in Muscle Bean, Irma sees this new buff guy, and she has a little crush on him. But really, Mr. Bean needs to get now needs to buys an needs to work out. But in the end, he buys an inflatable balloon to impress Irma. However, the balloon pops, and so uh, however the balloon pops, so he has to make it. So he tries to inflate again, only for him to start flying off the ground, and and it and yeah, it turned wait only for him to fall off the ground, start flying off the ground and land on a tree. Then we learned that the buff guy is actually really scared of heights, but Irma is a better climber than him, so she ultimately stays with Bean. Quick moment of silence for the buff guy who got stuck in the tree. C tier. This episode is just mid period. Left easy S tier. I love this episode. In what I don't want Project 64, but anyways, in the lift, Mr. Bean is trying to get this new toy, which is like some car thingy. But anyways, Mr. Bean now gets stuck on a lift. There's this other boy who wants him, and after Teddy gets stuck on the doors, Mr. Bean is now stuck on the lift. They try and they do some wacky hijinks, but at the end, Mr. Bean climbs up to outside the elevator. He almost gets crushed to death, but he makes it in time. But oh no, where's Teddy? The boy has him, so he gives him the car. And this is just a cute episode. I don't know why. It's just cute seeing Mr. Bean do this. What's next? Oh, dig this. Yeah, that's the name of a Camp Coral episode, but we're not talking about that garbage show. No, we're talking about Mr. Bean here. Mr. Bean. Bye. Bye. Okay, whatever. In dig this, Mr. Bean is trying to make some shade pod. I just found emeralds. Cool. Okay, anyways. In this episode, Mr. Bean needs to make a little hole for his shade, but there's a bomb inside the hole that's now ticking down. They almost die. The hole turns into a pool at the end. Oh, also Mrs. Wicked is here, I guess. Oh my god. Yep, this game's for claustrophobics. How do I get? There's nothing down there. So yeah, nothing too great, nothing too good either. B. I I forgot about this. Oh, being hypnotized. In being hypnotized, Mr. Bean goes to some kind of magic hypnosis show. Mm, but in the end, but Mr. Bean gets hypnotized into a dog. So he runs off. A bunch of weird shenanigans happen, and Mr. Bean, is left to be unhypnotized. But then Mrs. Wicked gets the idea if he could fetch the newspaper for her. So yeah, it's just Mrs. Wicked taking advantage of Mr. Bean again. Nothing too great, but it's solid. It's solid. It's a solid A tier. Man, A tier is getting pretty large. In Car Wash, not to be confused with Car Wars, Mr. Bean needs to clean his car, but some other guy sees this and thinks he's running a service. So in the end, okay, make a run for it. Okay, now it's time to find new caves. But in the end, Mr. Bean makes a car wash, but Mrs. Wicked takes advantage of this and takes all of the money. How? Then then some guy comes into their car wash, and it turns out to be and their car gets ruined. But then inside the car, it's revealed that it's the queen. It's the queen just appears, I guess, and she's pretty impressed with Bean's work. But Mrs. Wicked takes the money again. Mrs. Wicked being a jerk. That's why I'll give it a C tier. C tier is officially to Lux Toll. Same with this one. Basically, Mrs. Wicked gets this new hat who looks exactly like Scrapper, and then Mr. Bean accidentally crushes the hat, thinking he crushed Scrapper, and then it's just a bunch of wacky hijinks from there on out. It's nothing too great. Now it's time for valuable lessons. This episode is pretty weird. Oh, there's not be 10 time chest plates. Okay, let me. Or wait, are those diamond chest plates? I just want to fight them. Why not? But anyways, in this episode, I'm done. But anyways, valuable lessons. This episode is quite weird. I did not understand what it's supposed to be about. Basically, those robbers, the same robbers from season 1 and 2, same robbers from season 1. Oh, that guy has a spear. But anyways, it's the robbers from season 2, from season 1 that we've seen countless times before. Bro, that zombie just killed his own brother in. How dare you? Henceforth, I will not collect your spear. But anyways, really, in this episode, after that, Mrs. Wicked has a bunch of secret money and she just lays it out. Why? Anyway, after that, the robbers disguise his the one of the robbers disguised himself as an old man, does a bunch of stuff, and asks Mrs. Wicked to marry her, which Mrs. Wicked says yes. What they're actually trying to do is at the wedding they could poison Mrs. Wicked to get all her loot. But Mr. Bean stops that after seeing Scrapper run away to get them. Okay, there's only one thing. There's only one reason why I'm confused with this episode. Why is it called valuable lessons? We don't learn any lessons from this rather than don't trust old man, robbers dressed as old mans. That's why it's getting a D tier. I did not understand this episode. Same as Halloween. It's just actually C tier. It's just pranking, but it isn't that good. I don't remember what this episode is. I think it's Let me try to connect to the internet. Meanwhile, to talk about Russell Bean, basically, Mrs. Wicked, some her old lady friend, and Mr. Bean go to a show. Go to a go to like a wrestling show, but Mr. Bean is accidentally against one of the yellow guy, which is this guy right here. So he actually fights him and wins. Then the red guy comes. Mr. Bean almost dies. Just kidding. But Mrs. Wicked is very powerful, so she helps him. Okay, no, doesn't work. I will give this episode a B too. Um. Oh, there's this rare bird in this episode, Mr. Bean. I'm saying Mr. Bean a lot like that lately. But anyways, in this episode, Mr. Bean. Um, Wait, trying to remember. Oh yeah, Mr. Bean has to find this rare bird. He tricks he tricks some guys into thinking he found the bird when it was actually just a paper cutout. Then he actually finds the bird. So he's very happy, but the photographers don't come. Seeing Mr. Bean make all that noise at the shack because he goes there with the photographers at the beginning, it's just funny. Mr. Bean, you're my guy. You're my guy. Bean Safari is also getting an A tier. Basically, some Mr. Bean goes to a zoo, but some monkey takes his robs his car windshield. No, it's the windshield wiper. Robs his windshield wiper, which I'm not sure how. Ugh, which I'm not sure. Oh, I have to come fast. Wait, hold on. Simulation distance. Simulation distance. Simulation distance all the way down. But basically here, Mr. Bean. Oh my lord! Look at me being chased by these guys. Are we here? Oh, 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 oh. Where was I? Oh yeah. So in this episode, some monkey steals his Mr. Bean's windshield wipers so that he accidentally takes the monkey with him. It's on the news. Mr. Bean has to return the monkey back to his family. However, and he does at the end, and some lion almost kills him at the very end. It gets inside his car. Where's my helmet? Are you zombie? You stole my helmet. How dare you? I hate you. You're bad. Meanie. Meanie. Meanie head. Meanie. Meanie. I wonder if I could see it up here. There's XP. I just lost my helmet. Now I look incomplete. This episode. Hold on. Actually, yeah, I like this episode. B tier is officially the size of A tier. Superhero Bean. Okay, here in Superhero Hero Bean, after reading some superhero comic and seeing some robber steal Mr. Bean and Miss Wicked, Mr. Bean turns himself into a superhero. So now he's going around helping people. However, and he comes across the robber, and and he captures him. Um, this this is cool, but um, mid. Plus one reason, this just doesn't fit Mr. Bean's character the way I know it. So that, my ladies and gentlemen, Superhero Bean, the episode where Mr. Bean is probably the best out of the entire series thus far. He is only getting an A tier, making A tier 4 blocks tall and giving us a lot of decent episodes up to this point. But this episode is a C. Basically, Mr. Bean accidentally throws away Teddy while cleaning up some things. Basically, he buys this new plant, but his room's super messy. So he literally throws away everything, including Teddy by accident. So now he sneaks into the landfill to get Teddy, only to see a bunch of other stuffed animals being taken. So he just takes them all for himself. Sure, this is cool, but also not really. It's just Mr. Bean going to the landfill and looking around garbage bags. That is it. That is it. It's Mr. Bean. It's Mr. Bean versus some garbage cans. Or not garbage cans, garbage bags. It's just Mr. Bean versus some garbage bag. So yeah, it's Mr. Bean versus a garbage bag. Now this episode, the robot is automatically getting a D tier. It's about this cleaning robot Mr. Bean gets, but it goes wrong, and he has to fix it. I've already seen this plot so many times. Mitch, it's just overrated. At least Mitchell's the Machines did it right. No, Mitchell's versus Machines. At least that movie did it right because it's made by Sony. Ice cream automatically gets a B tier. And Mr. Bean goes get some ice cream. But they're all out, so he sneaks into the ice cream truck. People confuse it as the ice cream man. He makes a ton of money. But then Mr. Bean, but then we have this epic chase sequence, and that's not very epic with the guy, with Mr. Bean and the store owner. So now, but after the store owner sees all the money Mr. Bean made, he decides to he decides to buy some ice cream for Mr. Bean. He tells Miss Irma that, but she confuses her. But he confuses him as Miss. But Mr. Bean confuses Irma as the ice cream man, so she ultimately gives the ice cream to Miss Wicked, causing Mr. Bean to cheat the truck at the end. I mean, sure, I like ice cream, but it's just not that great. Birthday party. Now, this episode is quite weird. I'll tell you why in a second. Basically, here, Mr. Bean wants people to remember his birthday party, but they see that Mrs. Wicked is throwing a birthday party. Is throwing a party. Mr. Bean desperately wants to find out what that could be. He tries many ways to sneak in, but he finds his invitation under his doormat. When entered, it's revealed that it's a birthday party for Mr. Bean, set up by Miss Wicked. Mr. Bean and Miss Wicked is glad for Mr. Bean's birthday. What? This is not Miss Wicked. This is not Miss Wicked. This is Miss the opposite of Wicked. So, I'm sorry, Miss the opposite of Wicked. As cool as you are, this episode does not feel right. In the garden. This episode is the dumbest piece of garbage I have ever seen. Basically, Mr. Bean has to clear out Mrs. Wicked's garden, but he accidentally breaks the shovel, so he gets into a gardening contest for the queen. He plants one tree, and he sees the other ones. One of them is like some checker powder thing, and one of them is like a whole, like, this guy is just obsessed with the queen. He could just marry him. But the queen is, finds Mr. Bean's garden with only one flower tree the best. So he wins, and the golden shovel breaks. Okay, let's put this garbage in F tier and move on. In a Magic Day Out, it's another Irma episode. We get a lot of those. Just like Patrick being dumb episodes in SpongeBob. I hate these episodes. But this episode isn't too bad. They want to go to the beach, but it rains, and Mr. Bean's like this whole truck of things. Meanwhile, there's a magic show going out, so Mr. Bean lands a ski. So Mr. Bean accidentally takes the guy on the magician's trunk, and he messes with the magic tricks. He puts on this hat, and then all the magic tricks work, showing that magic is canon in the Mr. Bean series, which is weird, but okay, that's tolerable. But in the end, but in the end, Mr. Bean, the magician finds out about this. They take Mr. Bean, and they take Mr. Bean, Irma, and Mr. Bean's treasure chest back to their house. I mean, okay, this episode is just why, just why? Like does this? I don't get. But I do like this episode, okay, but actually, I'm just pretending to be confused. We had yet another A tier. Same as ball pool. Mr. Bean wants to get into this ball pool, but it's only for children. So he does what any person would in this situation. He sneaks in. That goes horribly wrong. He makes his own playground at his house. Everyone likes it. But in the end, Mr. Bean um goes to playground one last time, only to find out that they now accept him because the park is empty. I'm guessing. Okay, right now we're going to go find some keys. So, so. Why do I sound like a girl? Yeah, this episode is very good. I'll put this in. I'll put this right in. Oh, wait, I already ranked it. Now let's talk about Pizza Bean. Yeah, hello. I'm Arthur Silvatellis, your host of History class. Today we'll be talking about the origins of the famous company Pizza Bean. Here, a guy called Mr. Bean gets this order from, I'll just call him Graziano Pizzeria, only for him to realize it's a scam company and he only sells itsy pizzas. So he makes his own pizza company called Pizza Bean. He makes a pizza machine, and everyone likes it except for Graziano Pizza Guy. He files a lawsuit against Mr. Bean. We have an epic chase sequence. Mr. Bean almost gets bankrupt, but in the end, he likes it, and he pays Mr. Bean like some £1,000 for the machine. He doesn't actually buy the machine. He just likes his company. Now that you learned this history lesson, where do you think we should put this? A-okay. And the photographer, Mr. Bean. Why am I saying that like that? Mr. Bean has to get. Oh wait, I could have killed those. Let me just kill them instead. Only drop feathers. In this episode, Mr. Bean has to. Mr. Bean wants to take a holiday, but his passport photo is all fricked up. He doesn't have his passport photo, which is weird. I mean, how does this guy still not have a passport photo? He's like 30 something years old. He should have it by now. But anyways, he tries all these methods to get it, in the end, he gets a mugshot. He uses that as his picture, but his plan already more like 20 minutes ago. Uh, uh, sorry, photographer fans. This is the definition of mediocre. Okay, they actually see. This is just Tango. This the way I think of it is just Tango Tangle from SpongeBob, but better. Basically, Mr. Bean sees the dancing contest that he wants to do with Irma, but he can't dance. So he tries to, so he signs up for dancing class, only for the show to have already ended. Mr. Bean makes his own show, and they win because it's its own show. It's cute, but mediocre at the same time. Shopping. I've been waiting to talk about this episode ever since I started the freaking video. And here we are. Basically, Mr. Bean wants to buy some new clothes, but he overdoes the purchase and he gets trapped inside the mall. So he plays around with stuff, but a robber comes in, so Mr. Bean tries to stop him. In the end, he does that with some perfume, perfume. He locks him up in a closet, and when he wakes up, the cops are already gonna take him to jail. But he shows the real victim, and now everyone is happy. Um. Okay. Yes. Probably just nostalgia. It totally is nostalgia. But I love this episode. Just a cool idea. That's totally not been done before. And I'm not saying that as sarcasm. I actually don't know if this has been done before. You tell me in the comments. So it's probably yeah, it totally is nostalgia. But I don't care. Hee 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 hee. S tier. Hee 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 hee. It's over. It's finally over. We have finished season 2 and 1 after all this time. Now we can move on to season 3, which has as many episodes. We are on this so far. We have we have 3 S tiers from season 1 and 4 from season 2. We have like 16 A's from season 1, and what I'm guessing is, yeah, we have A tier is now 4 blocks tall, B tier is now 3 blocks tall, C tier is now 2 blocks tall, D tier is complete. In the first row, B tier is complete, and for F tier, we have all of these. Holy guacamole! This is a lot. Now, without further ado, let's get into the final 26 episodes. Season 3.
EJ already here?
Okay, so let's start with the episode.
EJ? Johnson?
Oh my freaking god.
Taro?
Hold on.
Lori, Arthur? Mariam?
So basically,
Juwan?
in this episode, Mrs. Wicked's nephew has this new
Juwan? Jihu?
video game system. And the video game system is having a special sale for £10. So I kid you not, the next like 10 freaking minutes is Mr. Bean waiting in the line. What? There's no substance even. All he is trying to get ahead in the line. And it doesn't even work well. This episode, they failed on the very first try. And I'm very surprised. F tier. Man, season 3 is off to a really bad start. Okay, next up is the episode. Next up is Special Delivery, which is fortunately better than uh, uh, than than Game Over. Actually, rephrase that. It is way, way better. What the? I just want to join the game, bro. My bad words. Okay, so in this episode, Mrs. Wicked ordered a new chair, but Bean has to wait on the order. When the delivery man arrives, he sees that Mr. Bean is now Mrs. Wicked, so so Mr. Bean dresses up as a Mrs. Wicked. So yeah, he puts the chair on his broom, which is Brace Moore, but the delivery man absolutely falls for her. So then they go on a date. Mr. Bean eats probably the whole menu. He doesn't want to pay the bill, so he escapes. And then Mrs. Wicked arrives. Now the delivery man thinks that Mrs. Wicked is not Mrs. Wicked, and Bean is forced to return the chair back to Mrs. Wicked. Um, this I I don't need to even say anything to put this episode in S. Probably just biased, but yeah. Next up, A Dog's Life. That sounds kind of out of context, but really, no. In this episode, that's too much. Ah, uh, already? Okay. Okay, so basically, in this episode, Mr. Bean takes care of Irma's dog. He does surprisingly a good job on accident, so then he starts his own business to take care of dogs. Three dogs get ringed in. They're really energetic. He takes them out to the park. That goes horribly wrong. He plays fetch with them. That goes horribly right. And horribly right means it goes horribly wrong and right at the same time because they crash into a bunch of stuff. But fetch works because then they get tired after chasing a squirrel into a tree. And probably one of the main punchlines of this episode is Mr. Bean's trying to have lunch, but the dogs keep eating his hot dogs. So yeah, not much. B tier. Same as Big Stink. I know I said a Big Stink at like an hour ago, but that's the Netflix of what the Netflix episode is called. It calls it a Big Stink. It's actually called Big Stink. So yeah. Fusion. Okay, confusion aside, in this episode. Hmm. Okay, let's get going. Let's focus. In this episode, Mr. Bean drives into mud. We're already off to a great start. When he then he's extremely dirty. Mrs. Wicked tells him to go take a bath. He starts a bath for him and Teddy, forgets about it because he has to do some other stuff. Ugh. Because he has to do some other stuff. No, 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 no. Phew. So he has to go do some other stuff, and then the house floods. Yeah, this episode is very anticlimactic. Actually, it's not even B, it's C. Wait, what episode is this? Okay, I'll quickly pull up a video that I have because I can't find the Netflix listing for some reason. This is from very beginning of the video. Oh, birthday bother. So, yep, It's another birthday episode. We're getting a ton in this series. Okay, so basically, in this episode, Mr. Bean, it's Irma's birthday again. Mr. Bean makes a joke letter to her, basically insulting her, but he doesn't mean it. He's just wanting to make a joke for Teddy. He makes an actual nice letter, but the nice letter falls off, and he ends up emailing the joke letter. Then he has to sneak into a post office. Cool seeing how post offices work and how Mr. Bean can go wrong with them, but it's just that. It's literally just that. I'm sorry. What episode is this? Bad Bean. Okay. Okay, basically, Mr. Bean goes. Mr. Bean breaks a bed, so he goes on to try multiple beds. He wants this really fancy bed that costs £1,000. After he helps sell a bunch of beds, he gets a discount. This is literally just. This literally just reminds me of In the Garden. And here, at least the bed doesn't break like it does in the Garden. But D tier, and with that, D tier is officially 2 blocks tall. Spa day. Okay, spa day. Basically, Mrs. Wicked and her friend, who we actually haven't never knew her name since this until this season. I'll just call her Mrs. Wicked. I'll just call her Mrs. Not Wicked. So Mrs. Wicked and Mrs. Not Wicked go to a spa, and Mr. Bean sneaks in to find them. And it's literally just him going around rooms. Quick moment of silence for no one. D tier. Charity Bean. For some reason, the Netflix profile shows the 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 the, the title sequence. Why? But basically, here Mr. Bean is forced to help raise money for like saving donkeys and stuff. And he has to, and it's basically a competition between him and another guy. So it's basically just a competition for between him and another guy. Are you guys serious right now? Why is it glass? How much does the end stone cost? Yeah, hold on. Bro, wooden planks will not help. Okay? There, 25. You purchased. Use this. So yeah, nothing too much here. Mr. Bean was never a competitive person. So yeah, this just does not sit right with me. Being on core. Basically, in this episode, Mr. Bean does not want to go to this violin show. He wants to make his own violin show. He sucks at violin. It's basically, and the violin player is called Eduardo. I think he's called Eduardo. So then Eduardo, he's practicing at the park, and Eduardo just happens to be there. And Eduardo just happens to be there. Hey! And Eduardo just happens to be there. So, yeah, dumb luck. So then they practice. It turns out he's allergic to cats, and Scrapper was in the room. So then he can't play. So then Mr. Bean goes up, and he sort of Eduardo sort of plays in the background when Mr. Bean's pretending to play. This episode is not my cup of tea. In mobile home, it's literally what it sounds like, but also not really. Mrs. Wicked and Mrs. Not Wicked get Mrs. Not Wicked gets a motorhome, and Mrs. Wicked and Mrs. Wicked wants that. So Mr. B makes his own mobile home. They go camping out. They crash. The bunch of weird shenanigans happen. Mr. B crashes Mrs. Not Wicked's mobile home onto the thing. And then at the end, I don't know why, but Mrs. Wicked chases Bean with a frying pan. Quick moment of silence for the mobile home. C tier. The only reason why Edward Bean is this is because they both have the same thumbnail, but this is actually the thumbnail for Edward Bean. But next episode is Haunted Home, but it has thumbnail from Edward Bean. So in Haunted Home, Mr. Bean is reading a comic about a haunted house. When some kids pass the ball to him, the wind carries it into this abandoned house, which turns out to be haunted. Oh, no, which turns out to be haunted. Ooh, ooh. Okay. Oh, intruder, intruder, intruder. Where was I? Actually, I don't know where was I. What? Why is? I can make it. I can make it. Oh. Okay, where was I? What are you trying to do, bro? Wait, he's in there. Well, yeah, let's explore the map. So Mr. Bean goes into the house, and so Mr. Bean goes into the house. Can I break? Okay. So Mr. Bean goes into the house. He tries to find he does some weird shenanigans. The house is about to get house gets wrecked by a wrecking ball, and Mr. Bean makes it out alive. This episode did not have much. In Edward Bean, Mr. Bean, Mr. Bean, Mr. Bean has to Mrs. Wicked gets some new perfume, but Mr. Bean accidentally breaks it. Why are their names fricked up? Is my name fricked up too? Thanks. I don't know what my. Oh, I'm green. Okay, so Mr. Bean accidentally breaks it, so he makes his own perfume with. And I kid you not, this is the recipe: dead fish, dirty water, a dirty water, chocolate, baby powder, even more dirty water, and lemon juice. That is disgusting. But somehow Mrs. Non Wicked likes it. So Mr. Bean sets up a business. I like the two for the joke in this episode. One of the jokes. Basically, Mrs. Wicked says that they have a special offer. What's the special offer? Two for the price of two. Wow. All these people are actually smart and using it. What? how did there's this uh, there's okay, there's something here. This is bottomless pit. Okay, you know what? I'll cover this up. I covered this up. Okay. So because of the dead fish, the thing attracts cats. So then a bunch of cats come. They realize the dirty secret, and Mr. Bean gets splashed with a bunch of his own perfume. This episode, we've been on a streak of D's and C's for now. So let's give this an A. What? Oh, running on empty. Basically, Mr. Bean wants to go to the beach, but he runs out of gas, so he tries to get a ride. Right. Then he makes it, but at the end, he finally makes it to the beach. The episode gets an F, but I'm so proud of you. I think I forgot if it's bug bean or bean bug. Yeah, it's bug bean or bean bug. But basically, Teddy has fleas and Mrs. So he calls the so he calls pest control over a teddy bear, which you cannot lie is just hilarious. So now he can't stay in his house for 24 hours, so he needs to stay with Mrs. Wicked, and he does work, and then his house. And then Scrapper and his house is good to go. But oh no, Scrapper has fleas, so then the same thing happens with Mrs. Wicked living in Beans this episode. Why? It's just Bean doing work. Coffee Bean. This is literally just Pizza Bean, but worse. Here, Mr. Bean buys some coffee, but he makes his own coffee stand, kind of. And then he gets hired by the guy, and they, instead of the guy trying to file a lawsuit against him, he actually hires him, and that goes horribly wrong. Do emeralds got? Are there even emeralds? Oh, ugh. Okay. So where was I? I might. Oh, final kill. Huh? C- Come on. Let me access the shop. Come on. Come on. Access. Oh, there we go. 3 emeralds. Okay, where are the emeralds? Oh no, there's someone. Okay, so then he gets hired by the guy, and that goes horribly wrong. As I said, it's just pizza bean, but worse. The big freeze. This is literally just like green bean, but instead of finding electricity, it's finding heat. And yeah, literally nothing much here. Scrapper cleans up. I was very confused by the title, but now it makes sense. Irma, wouldn't you have guessed it, wants to take a vacation on being to Paris, but to force Mr. Bean, she takes. Mr. Bean is more desperate on getting Teddy than actually going on holiday with Irma. So he, oh, already complete. Ah, ah, okay. Ah, okay. So where was I? Oh yeah, he needs to find a way to get Teddy and fast. Luckily, there's a pet show where there's a cat pet show thing where first prize gets two free tickets to Paris. Mr. Bean sees this as an opportunity to get. So literally, he's not even trying to spend time with Irma. He just wants Teddy. He loves Teddy more than Irma. Yeah, and he's a horrible boyfriend. You are flawed and you are unloved. Where are your parents anyway? We know Mrs. Wicked is not his mom, so or is she? Okay, well we don't know. But we do know this. Miss in After that, Mr. Bean has to clean up Scrapper. Then Scrapper gets released and literally causes everything. Since there's no cats left, no cats left to rank, he just gets first prize. He takes Irma to Paris, but Mrs. Wicked, in a very Mrs. Wicked move, takes the tickets. I've played this map before. Oh crap, where's the emeralds? But then Mrs. Wicked, in a very Mrs. Wicked move, takes the tickets for herself. But Bean is more sad about Teddy than Irma. You are a horrible boyfriend. Episode gets an A, but still, you're a horrible boyfriend. Coach trip? Again, just like Scrapper cleans up, the title makes no sense. Basically, Mr. Bean wants to go to like this singing show, but it's only for old people. So he disguises himself as an man and causes trouble on the bus. He's not even trying to be an old man. He's just Bean. Then Mr. Bean causes the singer to break his back and some other stuff. And yeah, this episode, I really want to like this episode, but it's just anticlimactic, you know? Ah! We are we are getting every oh we're ever so slightly getting closer and closer to the series finale. Let's not get our hopes up too much. We still got Save That Tree. Basically, Mr. Bean, this tree's getting chopped down, and Mr. Bean doesn't want that for some reason because he has Teddy and him graved into it. Splendid. So Mr. Bean tries to prevent that. He climbs up the tree. The guy calls the cops, but Mr. Bean gets an idea of building the cafe like beside the tree, and they go with that. Nothing too much here. Okay, I hope we get these A tiers. This is what episode is this? For sale. Basically, Mrs. Wicked tries to sell her Mrs. Wicked this guy comes up and says to sell Mrs. Wicked's for Mrs. Wicked to sell her house in a deal for 500,000 pounds, which is just insane. Mr. Bean doesn't want that. Hey, bruh. They said, huh? 3 emeralds. 3 plus Bad Wars XP. Emeralds. I get XP for getting up. Okay, I should definitely do this quickly. What the? I don't know why I did that. Okay, so then Mr. No, 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 no. Just I have to buy a diamond sword and I need to buy it now. Wait, he's gone? He's gone. Wait, nope, he's not. He's gone. He's not. I need to craft a diamond sword and I need to craft it now. But while we wait that, oh no, there's more of you? So close. Almost got a diamond sword. Was I? Oh yeah. This bit And it basically just turns into that one Gumball episode where Mr. Robinson is moving, and they need to prevent, and Gumball and Darwin had to prevent that from happening by freaking up the tour. So that's what he does, and just anticlimactic. All these episodes are. Oh, what jumping beat? Basically, the guy, Mr. Bean's own, Mr. Bean's neighbor's kid has to get his skateboard and challenge Mr. Bean to an epic duel. So then Mr. Bean breaks his leg. He uses Mix's non with his scooter, but in a very jerky move, the dad at the end when they're doing the jump of doom at the park because Mr. Bean aced it before, he unplugs the generator used for the thing. But then the dad slips, breaks a bunch of lands on the forest, breaks a bunch of bones, and Mr. Bean makes it back. Um. Okay. Okay. When I heard the title Jumping Bean, I thought it was about Bean getting addicted to trampolines because when you really think about it, that definitely sounds like something Mr. Bean would go through. But nope, it's about skateboarding, and you know me, actually don't. I'm not a big fan of skateboarding. Okay, let's be kind. The last 5 episodes. Oh yeah, this is happening. This guy is not using endstone, so we're dead. So, okay. Anyways, Mister, those times where you go up, where you can't go to sleep, so you wake up, or don't get enough sleep, so you wake up early. Then you can't go back to sleep, so you just start the day like dull peaches and cream. Ah, good job to crappy sleep schedules. But why am I saying all this? Because that's what Mr. Bean goes through in Cat Chaos after Scrapper has gone missing and Mrs. Wicked is yelling at the top of her lungs. Mr. Bean decides to find it's like the middle of the night and Mr. Bean tries to find Scrapper. He ends up to be in the sewers. Splendid. And then they escape and then he gets into trouble with some mice. Even more splendid. Before we find that Scrapper is in the sewer, basically just like this mystery. I love these episodes. You don't know why this certain thing is gone. So you're just making up all these crazy theories. But at the same time, you want to know why they're gone. And eventually we do see that. The last time we did an episode like this was all the way back in season 1, all the way back in the mythical land of an hour ago. But actually, I like this episode. Tee hee 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 A tier. Tee hee 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 hee. Huh? Yeah. Stick it. I know the title Stick It. Okay, Stick It. I know the title Stick It sounds very out of context, but trust me, it will make sense. Basically, it actually doesn't. Mr. Bean gets basically the kids here are now obsessed with soccer cards, and there's one in general of the legendary person James Stud, who was literally just Messi 2.0. I'll just call him Messi 2. If someone asked me Messi or Ronaldo, I will say neither, because I don't care about both of them. Where was I? Oh yeah. So then, Mr. Bean, bye, Mr. Bean. Oh my God, what am I doing? So then Mr. Bean has to find the card, which is like golden and stuff, and only in his house. He's disguised himself as a cleaning man. He tries to get it, gets. Okay, screw it. How did I not take damage? Oh, wait, I shouldn't say that. What? Oh, lag. What? Oh, what? 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 I'm saying. Okay. Slash lob. Okay. Ooh. I forgot what it looks like. So cool. Where's Ben? Ah. Okay. Let's try this again. Okay. So Mr. Bean finds the car. So Mr. Bean saves James Stud after he falls in a swimming pool because he can't swim. And as an author, he takes the card, but it turns out the kid found a new interest. I mean, um, okay, okay, sure. Basically, there's this news that that there's this rare medallion that you can find and give it to the museum in exchange for like of millions of dollars and stuff. Mr. Bean finds one, except it's his neighbor's medallion bracelet thingy, necklace thingy. He takes it there, but the museum closes and he needs to get back the medallion. He goes through a bunch of wacky hijinks only for it then go. And he dug up a bunch of holes before, so now he's digging up holes to try to find the medallion. But then at the end, he finds the medallion in his backyard. He decides not to take it to the museum, to not risk all that crap all over again. I mean, it's just, I do like the shenanigans he gets to at the museum, but didn't we already see this kind of plot before? But didn't we like already see this kind of plot before? Dumb, D tier, or B. Yeah, I'll give it a B. I don't need to warn you, but the next episode is the series finale. You're not freaking out, I'm freaking out. Like, actually, I'm really freaking out that I get to end this darn video. Why is there lightning? Why is Red almost eliminated already? Why so many Actually, that's a good idea. Basically, Mr. Bean, basically, the guy from Cherry Bean, who I'm just gonna call Thomas, takes Irma a ride, so Mr. Bean has to like prove him wrong to get Irma. He buffs up his car to be similar to the other car. And to Thomas's car, but he just makes it worse. He does inflate the tires though, and those tires look really sassy. I said sass-y, okay? But Eddie, ooh, already, bro? We haven't even started yet. Bro, you're already going that extra mile and serving service with a smile. But really, so they now need to try to get Irma for their cars. Yep, the second to last episode of the series is about him and Thomas fighting for women. Uh, splendid, splendid. Oh, good. Yeah, it's them fighting for women. Splendid. Okay. So his car gets buffed up. So, oh, darn it! I thought I was crouching. Everyone makes fun of Mr. Bean's new car. Then he changes it back and he deflates the tires. I like the tires. They're so sassy. They're so big and inflated and stuff. But anyways, one of the benefits that we're going to see later is that his car can go through narrow entrances. So then we have that whole chase sequence again. And meanwhile, Thomas is just like doing too much for Irma, which annoys her. So we have the epic chase sequence again. Remember that Mr. Bean's car can go through tight spaces? Well, that's what happens. And Thomas's car gets jammed in. Then Mr. Bean gets one last kiss from Irma. And then he gets his tie stuck on the window. Gets his tie stuck on the window. I think that's a reference to the live action series. Yeah, because it's obvious there's going to be a references to the live action series here. For example, the hand glove thing from season one, the gag of Mr. B not lifting his feet at the end of the escalator in season two, and this gag from in season three. Just to name one from every episode. Why did I accidentally purchase terracotta? You know what? So, yeah, they fight for women. I mean, okay. I not really like this episode. I mean, it's good, but weirdly enough, A tier? All because of those big tires. Here we are. after after 1,430 minutes, and that's how long it takes to watch the entire series of watching this man child and his wacky misadventures. I was dying to see the series finale. And what do you know? We have finally made it. Trophy Bean. Before we celebrate, let's actually talk about this episode. Here, here we get introduced to the Mrs. Wicked's nephew again, but this time in his cereal box, he finds tickets to this activity center. Also, he at the breakfast he was blasting music out loud, and Mr. Bean takes him to the activity center while also wanting to win. The second they leave the house is automatically the last time, like literally the last ever time we see Mrs. Wicked. Anyways, so then they go. Mr. Bean gets like 4 points in a row, but then in like what what where am I? Was Yes, 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 yes. We made it. Okay, so at tightrope Bing, he makes it up. He gets stuck. So then the nephew tells him he'll save him if he gets 5 points and the trophy, which he does. And then at the car, he blasts this music like really out loud again. Then they drive off into the sunset. We see Mr. Bean's car one last time, never to be seen again. So then we see the credits. I'm gonna take this time to talk about the credits. I mean, the credits in season one were good. It really showed off how bouncy and smooth the animation was. Season two was kind of weirder. Because mainly Mr. Bean looked taller, I guess. They did run the full theme song instead of just part of it originally. Instead of just part of it originally. They only played like part of the theme song. They played the whole theme song instead of just part of the theme song. They did do this in season one, but only for one episode. And that was treasure. Why didn't they do it for homeless? I have no idea. There's this guy where Mr. Bean breaks his flashlight. So then, then we see Mr. Bean breaking his flashlight one last time, and the episode, and with that, the series ends. Well, to be fair, I actually liked seeing Mr. Bean being a jerk. We made it this far, 130 episodes, and normally I will give it an A tier, but I'm just thinking about all this time I went through to make this entire video and all the time, all the good times I had watching this show. I used to watch the hell out of this show as a kid. And that's probably why a lot of episodes are ranked so high, because there were, and that's probably because why there were S tiers at all. There were S tiers at all. Nostalgia. I remember in my class we did good on Friday. The teacher would put on Mr. Bean at the end of the day for us to watch. It was awesome. I even remember seeing Trophy Bean and having no idea that that was the end of the series. So after all these misadventures and seeing Mr. Bean and his wacky shenanigans and reliving my childhood, again, I would normally put it an A, but because of this unnecessary speech, I'll give it one last S tier. It's over. It's finally over. We have officially ranked every single 130 episodes of Mr. Bean. Yes, everything from In the Wild to Trophy Bean. We just got the good, the bad, and the mediocre. Let's take this time to to look back at our performance on this. To look back on our performance. S tiers, as I said before, S tiers exist because, like, nostalgia. Also because they're just good episodes to be exact. There were a lot of A tiers. A lot of A tiers. Like, not even kidding, like, this is how tall A tier is. B tier is just as common. C tier also just as common as B tier, but C tier lost by one episode. D tier is officially 2 blocks tall, and F tiers. Wait, what happened? Oh, I died. Whoop. So, yeah, we have S tiers. Let me take the time to look at these episodes. Some of these I actually don't remember. You know what? Let's do this. I'll talk about the this episode, this episode, this episode, and this episode, and why they're bad. And then I'll look back at the footage to see the other episodes. Okay, so first off, no pets. Literally just pets. I mean, it's fine, but I did not like it. It's just anticlimactic, you know. In the garden, it's just dumb. Mr. Bean plants one tree, literally wins like that. It's dumb. It's dumb. I guess that was what they were trying to go with the episode. Make it as dumb as possible. And they did. Really did make it dumb. Because the episode is just Mr. Bean in a line. Simple. It's really simple as that. Oh, wait, I'm talking about In the Garden. Well, game over. It's also F tier because it's just Mr. Bean in a line and it's boring. Same as Running on Empty. It's boring. And the final A tier. Wait, that F tier. That was the final F tier. You know what? Let's go to somewhere high. So, bruh, already. Okay, this is gonna be really, okay. I probably can't do this. S tiers. Most of them are for nostalgia, but Spring Clean is actually a good episode, and they interpreted spring cleaning into something funny, which I would expect from them. Really makes you think of memories of spring cleaning. Rather, that word's just debating me. Okay, okay. And Trophy Bean, I was just being kind. It's S tier because well, I just had because it was fun ranking the episodes. I really this might be forced. I know some of you think this might be forced, but I really did actually have fun ranking the two. Okay, now let's check back on the footage until the episodes that I don't remember that are in F tier, so we can promote them. Royal Bean. Still don't remember anything from this episode. Goldfish. Yeah, Mr. Bean trains a goldfish. Inventor is just the inventor. So yeah, these episodes do deserve tier. So that is the end of our tier list, but not the end of Mr. Bean. This is not even the beginning. This is not even the beginning. Mr. Bean started out as a character in 1995. So, of course, there's much more, like the live action TV series I've been mentioning a billion times, and the movies. So, it's time to say goodbye to this wonderful franchise that I call, that I do here close to my heart. As we say, before I go, make sure to subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. I'm a very small channel, so subscribing helps me grow and figure out what's better, what's best. So I did it. We did it. Thanks for watching.